and welcome to another One Piece chapter review and discussion. How is everybody doing on this wonderful day? Today we're here to talk about chapter 1123, The Void Fortnite. I wish I had the Fortnite, you know what I'm saying? Like sound effect. I wish I had a Fortnite sound bite or drop.
Sure, there's one
to play.
There has to be one.
Looks like we're done. Looks like we're out.
We're finished.
Egghead
Finito.
is
Over. It's done.
Done.
Bye. Egghead.
This was something that I think we all felt coming. And it's not like over. I think there are a couple chapters that are going to be like tying things up. We're going to get some chapters between now and Elbaf. But I mean, as far as like the major events of Egghead go, this is it. Crazy. This chapter really felt like tying up a lot of loose ends, really putting a bow on a couple things before we set off and before we get whatever we get between now and Elbaf. But I still really enjoyed this chapter. So we're going to go through it the way we usually go through it, which is by giving our ups and downs, then going beat by beat through the chapter, then going into Heavy is the head that wears the L, making some theories. And then we're actually going to be talking about, because we didn't get to talk about it sooner, we're finally going to be talking about what was released from the One Piece anime by Wit Studios. Everybody and their mothers have talked about it at this point, but we're excited and we want to talk about it too and share our thoughts and our feelings about it. So we'll keep that. We'll keep that at the very end. How's everybody doing? How you doing? You doing good? You feeling well? Good? Is it hot where you're at? Is it cold where you're at? What's it like? What's it like being you? Because it's hot in here. That's why
yes.
I say that. Mara, we got our first super chat of the stream today. Shout out Mara. I'm here live. Your girl did it. Completely caught up just in time for the end of Egghead. Let's fucking go. The One Piece is real. Let's give Mara a fucking round of applause, dude. It's kind of crazy, right? It feels crazy to catch up at the end of an arc because you get to be week to week at the beginning of one. So that break is much cleaner. Yeah. That's kind of how we accidentally did it ourselves with Wano. This is technically, Egghead is technically the first arc that we've gone all the way through as weekly readers.
Yes.
So we got one. We got one under our belt. Even if there are just a couple chapters left, a couple loose ends that need to be tied up. This is the first one under our belt. So that's super exciting. That means we got to do a proper volume done soon. Cosplays, the whole thing. But like I said, there are a lot of things that we still don't have the answers to. And I wrote some of them down because I wanted to keep track of them. Like, are we going to see what happens to York, Saturn, even some of the CP0 stuff, Kaku, Stussy, Lucci? Are we going to see what happens between them, where they go, what they do? There's even some Emeth stuff, some Bonnie Kuma stuff, Lilith stuff that could get wrapped up before Elbaf, but we'll see. Dr. Umar's burner just became a real one. Let's go.
Good smell. Flavor.
Hell yeah, dude. Shout out Dr. Umar's burner. Deadpool 619 said first time catching a live stream. Shout out. Welcome to the live stream.
Danotaz Media said, hi everyone. I'm finally able to join in chat for one of Volume 1's One Piece live streams. Also, in case you're wondering, Josh, I finally caught up to One Piece. Bro,
everybody's catching up. It's so funny because someone that's in our game group, our role-playing Fallout role-playing game group. We played other games, but they were waiting for Egghead to catch up. They were reading periodically, but once me and Nolan and Megan started telling him that, like, bro, it's wrapping up, like it's about to be done, he's like, all right, I'll catch up. I want to catch up once it's over. So I feel like everybody's catching up.
Yeah.
Which is cool.
Imagine binging Egghead. Like, what a fucking dream. Fucking dream.
I'll be honest. Go
like,
ahead.
I want to be like Vegapunk and wipe my brain and then be like fucking in the sea and then like wake up and be like, whoa, what the heck?
Yeah.
And then wake up to a note and it's like, Megan, dear Megan, to Megan. Like, Egghead's wiped. Egghead's wiped. Shit's about to go down. You get to read it all the way from beginning to end, all the way
on
through.
Twitter.
Don't go. Well, it's already going to be.
Right.
At that point, it's like the last chapters, but like that would be amazing.
Yeah. I do think that's what's going to be fun about going back and rereading it as a whole, because this has been interesting and an interesting experience, and it's definitely been different. I know that there are so many people who've been doing the week to week thing for a very long time, but like, you know, again, this was kind of a new thing for us, and I had a blast. I had a lot of fun doing it, but it is a different experience being a week to week. So it's going to be fun to go back and read it as a whole too.
Yeah.
All right. Are you guys ready for our first segment? That's right. Our ups and downs for chapter 1123, The Void Fortnite. Void, curiously, included in this title, makes me believe that there are some parallels that go a little bit deeper than it just being something that a word that is being used to describe Vegapunk erasing his mind. I think there might be more of a connection there, but we'll unpack that as we go. Do you want to start, Megan?
You could start.
Okay, I'll start. An up for me was just getting to see Shaka again, man. Come on now. I know he's been in the damn message. I know Pythagoras, has been there with him too. But it's been all about the Stella and all about the Stella's message. But I feel like, you know, I got me some good old fashioned Shaka this chapter. Like, he was front and center. He was there. He was doing things. And he was kind of the focus. And I feel like, you know, he died too soon. And he was my favorite. I made a whole fucking helmet and everything. Super stoked, you know, about his future in the series. Dead. Shot in the head. That was really cool. And also, more seriously, I thought it was so funny. Like, genuinely laugh out loud. For me, I was laughing out loud during the bit about like Vegapunk thinking that it was like being convinced that it was Lilith that was behind the betrayal.
Right.
That shit was so funny to me, how immediately he was convinced and just kept like talking like it was for sure her. There are these things that like I don't like. They're funny, but the way I react to them or the way they hit me like are shocking to even me. I got a real big laugh out of that, maybe too big of a laugh out of that, but I thought that was super funny. That was an up, a couple ups. What about you, Megan?
I would say just like Vegapunk's character arc.
Mm-hmm.
I think that he's like confirmed dead. Definitely.
Oh yeah,
right?
but maybe not.
It's always maybe not with this story. It's like his body's there, lifeless, and is like, he could come back.
Well, no, because Shaka has a line. My boy has a line in this chapter. What does death even mean for people like us? Probably
they're not
paraphrasing.
like us.
And then Kendrick Lamar, Kendrick Lamar's song
was tapped in.
Yes, They Not Like Us starts playing
right
in the background, and you could tell that it's that song because of some of the onomatopoeias in the background.
Right.
It's like dun dun dun, you know.
That's what I thought too. Yeah, and just in his development and how he started being in the beginning, it was morally like gray. Obviously, he did some questionable things. But he was good in the end.
Yeah, I mean, and I've seen a lot of people online talk about, and maybe they're just making light of it or just like, having fun with it, about him giving himself a message to die, or even some people, I think, more seriously, maybe not enjoying or understanding like why he couldn't come up with some kind of better plan that would allow him to live. But I think part of Vegapunk's plan, and it's the way it's translated in this chapter, he does say, like, my death is going to be the catalyst. It's going to trigger something very important, or it's going to mean, or it's going to be the beginning of something very important. So I think in Vegapunk's mind, he knew that he needed to be a martyr. He needed to die for his message, for people to listen. If he had delivered all of these things, and then was still on the run everywhere,
right?
The government's still chasing him. I don't know. Maybe they'd have a chance to make whatever he's saying less believable. But I think something about his death made people listen. And I think he knew that that was the only thing he could do. So I liked that. I liked that he knew he had to die.
Yes.
That was cool. There's no downs for me. There's one more up I have. And then there are a lot of other things, obviously, for us to talk about. There's no downs. Because, like I said earlier, it just felt like it was tying things up. So while it wasn't necessarily the most exciting chapter in the world, it was a very necessary chapter. And I liked the way it tied things up. Like I said, people have commented on Vegapunk's plan. I thought it was kind of cool. I thought it made sense. I'm not really hung up on any part of it. But another up I had is obviously the line, we're going to Elbaf. And then at the very, very end, the final panel of this chapter, Usopp is front and center. Now, I have some very strong feelings about this because everybody believes that Elbaf is going to be Usopp's arc, yada, yada, yada. And when I saw this, I've been like, for a long time, since we've been caught up, I think, really been of the camp that, like, Wano was not Zoro's arc, Egghead was not Frankie's arc, Elbaf is not going to be Usopp's arc. Under no circumstance will it be his arc because it's the final saga. There is so much shit going on and so many things that need to be addressed. Like, it would feel so crazy and weird for everything to kind of slow down to focus on him, to give him an arc, or like long moments within this arc. But that panel, him being fucking front and center right there, was kind of crazy to me.
I would say it was a nod.
You're
like,
probably
oh,
right.
wow, like, we finally did it. Usopp finally got here after 20 years.
Yeah.
He's finally here. And then we all know that Elbaf is going to be Sanji's arc again. So we can confirm that. That's going to be great.
100% confirmed.
And this is just going to continue towards the end. Like,
Laugh Tale is also going to be Sanji's arc.
No. It's going to be Luffy at the end. And he goes, you know what? I don't deserve to be king of the pirates. It should be you, Sanji. And he hands him the crown.
Yeah.
And he hands him the crown. And then he's like, wow, this is amazing.
I feel like...
And Oda duped us all.
Yeah.
Oda duped us all.
There is a chance, however small, that could actually happen. Just kidding. Kidding, of course.
We're joking. We like to have fun. People like first time live stream, like, what the fuck?
Yeah, like, oh my god. But I will, I will say that, like, I don't know. I really, and it is a nod, right? It is like, you have to deliver on Usopp going to Elbaf, whether it's just a moment, right? Him being there.
That's the moment.
Wow.
The end of that.
No, literally. Can you imagine?
His only moment.
Can you imagine?
He's gonna. I think that specifically with Usopp, like, I think our expectations are so low with him, and I think a lot of other people feel the same way. So I just feel like Oda, if it's just a moment, with him, like, I think it'll be like. It'll work really well for his character too.
Yeah.
Like, to grow a little bit more.
Yeah, I mean, people have hockey and the way that Joy Boy's hockey was released. I think even in this chapter 2, it's translated in a way that says, like, oh, it's not a very, like, hostile force. Because I've even seen, okay, people say Usopp needs a power up. That's why he's going to go to Elbaf. He's going to go Elbaf, get a power up, training arc, this and this and that. Other people saying, like, oh, but Joy Boy's hockey literally knocked out vice admirals. It knocked out Dahl. It knocked out all these motherfuckers. and Usopp was still standing, and the other people were like, yeah, but it wasn't a hostile hockey. It clearly was intended to like knock out certain people or people harnessing a certain emotion, feeling a certain thing, having a certain aura. But I just don't know. I just don't know, and we'll see. But I am starting to feel like he'll have a couple moments, and maybe even more moments than Zoro and Frankie. But of course, I don't think anybody really expects it to be like his arc.
No.
Maybe they do though. Anyway, there are a lot of other things to talk about, a lot of other questions that I have. What is going to happen between the arcs? Are we going to see more bounties? You know, so many theories. Want to hear everybody else's thoughts as well. So before we get into the beat by beat, you didn't have any other ups and downs, did you?
No. I mean, we pretty much had the same ones.
Okay. Before we get into the beat by beat discussion, let us look at some super chats. Let's see. Where do we leave off? Mara! I don't think we shouted this out.
Shitty.
Mara became a day oneer. Let's
Thank you.
fucking go.
It's your kitchen.
Tech Zero. You okay? You got to sneeze?
Whew, why would you do that?
Bless you.
Oh, yeah.
Shout out Tech Zero.
Zero.
Feel every piece of this final saga.
It's too big, too long.
Feel
Oh my gosh.
every piece of this final saga.
Every inch.
I mean,
I feel every inch
I
of this
feel
final saga.
I feel it all. I feel everything. Quattro.
That's Amor?
Shout out Quattro.
What can I say? He's an awesome guy.
Clean. The fit, Josh. Killing it as usual, King. Thank you, Quattro. You're gonna make me blush again, and I got to throw it back. I can't just accept it. I got to throw it back and say, I saw you looking pretty. I saw you looking.
Back.
I have to throw it back on you.
Quick.
I'll throw it back on you real quick. When I saw you at the con, you were looking pretty sharp too. Real sharp. Real sharp. Thank you, Quattro.
I also wanted to shout out just Tech Zero. It was their first super chat.
Oh my god.
Shout out. Welcome to the super chat family. Beans also with a super chat.
That's Amor?
Vegapunk's greed is far greater than his capacity for evil. Truly a masterclass in writing. I mean, I think this is, a really cool moment. And I was even thinking, man, and we'll talk about it more later, but again, because of that line, what does death mean for, people like us, beings like us? It makes me think,
It could. Oh, sorry.
No, go ahead. I don't want you to lose that.
I'll remember it.
I don't want you to lose that. Go ahead.
I'll remember. I'm so sorry. Good. Continue.
Go ahead.
I'm so
please.
sorry. I'm so sorry. Continue. I don't want to interrupt you.
I was just thinking that it could be a situation where, like, okay, because Vegapunk's head is obviously still fucking there, bro. His actual physical, biological fucking head, hair, brain is still there. The little apple, antenna, they all come from that brain, that stella, that part of him. They are one split, one divided. So, like, if York, their consciousness and they themselves are alive. They're alive in that brain, in Vegapunk's consciousness. If York were to ever tap in to that brain, could they somehow thwart her plans? Could they take some sort of control? Could they sabotage the information from within? I don't know. But go ahead. Sorry.
I was just gonna say maybe it like means like he might be actually dead, but like immortalized for like spreading the truth about the government.
Oh yeah,
that's what I was thinking. Like, what does death mean for like us? Like, because we're gonna be talked about in history
forever.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Hot fart. What do people even expect for Usopp to do there? How far? That's what I'm saying, bro. Me and you were on the same fucking wavelength, bro. I don't know. I've seen new weapons because people obviously is like Van Augur v Usopp, right? And that's not looking too good. That's not looking too good right now.
I mean, I would say like most of the Straw Hats against that crew.
I mean, they're definitely, they're up against some pretty formidable foes. But people are just saying like, he needs to get some sort of weapon upgrade. He needs to get some sort of just like upgrade. He needs to maybe find more resolve. I don't know.
He just needs to upgrade.
Yeah.
He just needs to upgrade.
Because is he gonna do? And again, you have to understand that this comes from a place of love. I love Usopp.
Losh hates Usopp.
I do love Usopp.
No, you hate him.
But as it's gone on, it's like, okay, he's a coward that wants to be brave. Okay, he's a vehicle for the audience. Okay, he's
okay,
he's all these things, comedic relief. Okay, I get it. I love it. I genuinely do love it. But like, we're in the final saga. I just I would like to see him carry a little bit more.
I mean, we still got years to go.
That's 100% true.
We still got years to go.
That's 100%
How
true.
many years was Egghead? Like 2?
About a year and a half, I think, maybe.
Okay.
Correct me if I'm wrong. And all I'm saying is, my real world anecdote about the popularity of Usopp in my area is I went to a Five Below. And I said this on a community live, but I don't think I said this on a One Piece stream. I went to a Five Below recently, and they had a box of One Piece figures. Turns out the only Straw Hat they had in this box was Usopp. That's red flag number 1. That means that the overflow, everybody else bought every other character, so Five Below got the leftovers. The leftovers were all Usopp. Not only that, but a group of kids, I saw them run up in excitement. They said, "Oh my God, Mom, they got One Piece here." They got to the box set. Oh man, it's all Usopp. Crazy. Now, do I think that's a little too disrespectful? Yeah, that's a little crazy. But that's just the state of the world that I live in.
That you manifest.
I didn't manifest any of that. It just happened, and I heard it happen, and I was fucking dying, bro. I was dying. Dazul Azizan, let's fucking go.
That's a more?
27 months. Woo! If relationships are always ups and downs with Josh and Megan, it's always up. And Elbaf gonna be Lilith's arc, guys. Said it here first. Shout out to Zool.
Shout out to Zool. Thank
you. And in a relationship, it's not just because you said with Josh and Megan, you are a part of that relationship too. And it's always up with the Zool too, man. It's always up. It's always up. So I appreciate the kind words. I'm lit. I'm excited. And actually, speaking of lit, did you notice? Because I read the chapter on a tablet.
Scared me.
And one of the buildings.
I was like, what are you talking about?
There's a sign on one of the buildings in Egghead, and it says Liddy.
Oh.
Liddy. The Liddy.
Really?
Building. Yeah. L-I-T-Y.
I didn't see that.
Yeah, that's where all the fucking the Lydia shit goes.
That's
down.
where the V1 heads are at. The Wonders are at.
Oh, the Wonders are in there.
Yeah.
We have one more coming in from Priyanshu Shukla. Hopefully I was close. I probably didn't get it right, but hopefully I was close.
That's a more?
Usopp gets a little courage and competence is enough. I agree. I actually really agree with that. A little bit more courage and a little bit more competence. That's all the upgrade he needs.
That's it.
Shout out Priyanshu. Let's go. All right, now we're going to get into a little beat by beat. And really quickly, too. What, Megan? What?
Oh, where did it go? I don't see it on my end yet.
Oh, you lost it.
It was a funny comment.
Right here?
Yeah, test it. V1 Arc 1, fuck Luffy. 2, fuck Sanji. 3, fuck Zoro. 4, fuck Usopp. There was a Shadow fuck Nami Arc 2.
A Shadow fuck Nami? That's so funny. I do want to say, too, I could be looking a little too into it, but that's so funny, by the way. I could be looking a little too into it. And Megan, you tell me how you feel.
What?
But again, void is just such a specific word to be in the title of this chapter. Okay. So I'm really thinking.
But it's like.
It's like what?
I mean, they're talking about the void century. That's the connection.
In the message, you mean?
Yes.
Right.
And he's researching the void that they found out. He wiped his memories. That's the reason why he was killed to begin with.
Tell me if
so
I'm
void Fortnite.
Tell me if I'm.
His memories are in the void now.
Tell me if I'm reaching. But I think it could also, like, okay, and I've seen some other people say this too. It's not exclusive to me, but I like it. And I was on a similar train of thought. Vegapunk is, let's say, maybe Joy Boy, maybe even Eam, right? The void in his memory is the void century, and the letter to himself, think about that, are the poneglyphs. Okay, all right. Letter to himself. The author of the poneglyphs was writing something to themselves. Roger laughed at because that wasn't him. It wasn't for him, right? Memory wipe. Did people not just forget? Was history just like burnt and erased? And there wasn't just a concerted effort to wipe information from records, but from the minds. Was there a memory wipe on a global scale? Was there an ancient weapon that harnesses the power equal to the mother flame that could wipe minds and memories? Are the Gorosei's memories wiped? Are Eam's memories wiped? And he's just going off some shit too.
Josh is cooking, but no one's eating. Rose is cooking way too much.
That is usually how it goes.
Bro, Losh for real.
That is usually how it goes.
But I liked the passion, and anything could be right. There's no wrong. It's like when teachers say there's no dumb questions.
They say there no. Well, they do say that.
Yeah. So there's no dumb theories.
There is though.
No.
There is.
No.
All right.
My head hurt, Josh. Please talk in caveman terms.
All right. I think we got one more that came
Par
in.
actually said the same thing. LOL.
Wow. See?
The vision.
Oh fuck. Oh fuck.
My god.
That's me receiving the vision. Par's
That's
vision.
you receiving Par's
I'm
vision.
receiving Par's vision.
Every inch of the final saga.
Every inch of the final saga. Fuck. You know, if you actually go to Par's house, there's like a little fucking vat with his fucking brain in it too, like Vegapunk's.
Don't tell them
Oh,
that.
fuck. Sorry. Can we cut? Oh, we're live.
That's way too personal. You're doxing him right now.
Oh, fuck.
I'm sorry.
Shout out Dimmy. Is that IP or LP? My eyes fucking suck.
That's a more.
I believe that Nami will have a role in LBAF since, you know, real life Nami would be from Sweden and Sweden equals Vikings. You know what I really hope on that note? Because, you know, we're mentioning Usopp, Nami. I hope.
I want some good Robin scenes.
Oh yeah. Well, there is going to guarantee
I want to
be
see
great
Robin's
Robin
art.
scenes. It honestly might be. Saul's there. The O'Hara library, what remains is there. But I hope it's an arc for everyone. I hope everyone gets. Come on now. I hope everyone gets some shine because, like you said,
I'm trying to think of the last arc.
before you talking about Wano.
No,
Talking about
maybe
Egghead?
in Wano. I guess maybe Wano.
My
I
point
feel
is,
like there was more individual moments for characters in Wano than there was in Egghead. But there was so much happening in Egghead. And the Straw Hats weren't like the main focus. It was like all
for
the other
sure,
shit that was
for
happening.
Sure. And Wano was long as fuck. Egghead wasn't that long. Not
No.
as long as Wano.
No. Yeah. How many
Humming.
You know when I order menudo, I say extra.
Oh my god. Holy shit.
Oh my god.
Fucking fuck, dude.
I don't know.
I don't actually use logic when I do these things.
Okay, I'm so sorry. That one got me so bad. I got myself so bad right now. Holy shit. What was I even talking about? Oh my gosh. Well, how long was one?
You know One Piece, right? It's the biggest Japanese manga on the planet.
How many chapters is Watto? How many chapters is Watto, please?
Too big, too long.
Oh,
my
shit.
gosh.
I don't know, but it is longer than Wano is longer than Egghead. Oh wait.
Don't continue. Really? Are you serious, you fucking narc, bitch? I'll wait.
Oh wait.
I'll wait.
My point is, I hope everybody gets some shine, because when we were talking about it earlier, you were literally saying, "Oh man, the Straw Hats are," because I was saying Van Augur versus Usopp. You were literally saying, "Oh, the Straw Hats are all going to kind of have a hard time against Blackbeard's crew, so maybe they all need a little bit of time on Elbaf to get a little stronger."
We were saying
Anyway.
149, 150 chapters. Wano.
Oh, Wano was.
Yes.
And also, speaking of the chapter length too, it's almost been 1,000 chapters exactly since Little Garden.
Oh wow.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
It's a little side note. All right. We're going to go through beat by beat. Buck's Basement came in at the buzzer.
What can I say? He's an awesome guy.
Look up Katie Seagal, rumor, Dr. Korea for OPLA. Did you look it up?
Oh, Katie Seagal. Yeah, I know Katie is Leela.
No way.
Leela.
Oh, that would be fucking lit, bro. That would be lit.
Yeah.
What a smart move. Buck's Basement, where is, like, what was it? Something on social media? Was it a photo? What gave that impression to people? I love that, though, by the way. What was she in that we were watching? Oh, Shameless.
Shameless. Who? Oh, she was the
A
therapist.
crazy therapist.
Yeah.
Sexual deviant. But that's awesome. I love that.
Louisa Chris said, "I'll wait."
I'll wait. All right. Chapter 1123. We're going to go beat by beat. The Void. Fortnite. Got a cute cover. Fortnite. Cute cover page. Yamato, still with these damn kids and shit.
Like, what is it? Like eating with the enemy? Enemies forced to share Odin.
Udon, right? Or Odin. Oh, it says Odin.
It's pretty fucking dark.
Oh, fuck.
Pretty fucking dark.
Oh, fuck.
I
Why
mean,
would
it's
they-
like Odin is like a name of like a food,
But come on.
but it's like it's a boiling pot, and they're enjoying that shit a little too much.
That is
A
too...
little cannibalistic,
Yeah, that's a little cannibalistic to me. That's dark as fuck. I don't
and I
like
wouldn't eat that shit, in his honor.
that. Yeah, Yamato.
I'm
that's-
not eating anything boiling.
Yamato, yeah, for real. That's supposed
Anything
to be
that I
you,
have to
bro.
boil, anything that I have to boil, I'm gonna not eat anymore.
Maybe Yamato's eating themselves, but like letting the kids eat them too. I don't know. Damn. Sorry. Anyway, everybody is fucked up, bro. Everybody is fucked up from this fucking Joy Boy hockey rope release. And at the end of the last chapter, I was like, I think some of the vice admirals are still up. Nah, they're all fucking out, bro. Doll out. Fucking what's the
Doll is like that's fucking passed out. That's me.
Doll?
That's me on Saturday night
Yeah, for real.
after the club right there.
100%.
I'm like,
That was
fucking
Megan after that
passed out.
Halloween party. Fucked up. Vavas and shit coming out of the side of her mouth.
it's me and I get attacked by alcohol hockey.
Yeah. Right.
Alka hockey.
Right. Right.
It's not good.
It's not bad.
Okay.
It's not bad. Doberman, Bulldog, what the hell? Some kind of dog. The other Vice Admiral. The Seraphims, however, they're kicking. They're up. Now, is this because
They're up.
Is this because of their aura, or is this because of their strength? because the Giants, the Straw Hats, they're all up. They're all up. Everybody's good. We have Luffy thanking Emeth for everything.
Aww.
This was a really cute moment.
She. Interesting.
Yeah, this was cool, and I wonder if we're gonna get more of this.
More of
And then get the "we're off to Elbaf" moment.
woo. We need some
Pirates of the Caribbean music.
yeah. No, literally, yeah. Which I don't like. It's really maybe like
Oh, that's pretty epic.
off to Elbaf.
I like that.
Yeah.
A lot of people have been commenting on this Luffy Nami panel, and I don't know why. Do you know why? This one right here. Hold on. Let me pull it up. I had to fucking zoom in and shit. A lot of comments on this one right here. Can you fathom why that is?
I don't know why.
I don't know why either, I think it's just because,
She's just
the way
living.
Nami's cradling him.
I mean, she's holding her captain,
Cradling him.
just
yeah.
like she would hold anyone else that was passed out on the crew.
Absolutely.
And if y'all want to be like, oh my god, this is ammunition for Luffy and Nami, Frankie and Robin did the same thing, and y'all say that it's not true.
Wow. I did see the panel too of Frankie laying on Robin's lap.
So if you want to use this for ammunition, let me use mine for ammunition as well. I'm not saying that yours is wrong, but we could all live in a Delulu world. I mean, not me, but you can live in a Delulu world. It's okay. Like, it's fine.
I think it's because
He's just passed out. He's an old man.
he's an old man,
He's vulnerable as hell right now.
Yeah, I think people could just relate to that,
It would be one thing if he was like, Elbaf, like on her way to Elbaf, and he's like he, and he's his head behind his fucking hands, and he's like like fucking spread eagle, and he's like
Right,
looking up at her, like no, he's literally passed out, like tongue the fuck out, like Vegapunk, fucking wrinkly ass, fucking ball side looking fucking bitch.
Whoa.
And that's why Nami has to hold him, because someone might come at him.
Oh, wow. But what a moment. When I saw this panel, I was a little bit in disbelief that it was finally happening.
Bonnie's so cute.
Yeah, towards
See, that's
the
like
bottom, there's a panel.
I want
of
her
Bonnie.
to, that's how she should have looked the whole goddamn arc.
Yes. Which is, I wonder if people can see it on this one. I don't think they can.
She's so cute. She's so cute.
But let me see if I can zoom in so people can see it. It's a very cute panel, dude. And I want to know where that's gonna go.
A lot of people were commenting on Zoro's face card as well.
His face card.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Remember I told you like the face card, I pay with my face card, it never declines.
Oh, right.
Like Zoro's face card goes crazy. Like in a good way.
No, in
like,
a
look
great
at that.
way.
Like look at defined jawline, and Man's just got a fucking nose job.
I'm gonna turn this off so we can see.
He looks great.
Oh yeah, no, he looks really, really good.
Like,
Can I say
fine.
not even the jawline, but the eyebrows.
No, it's the eyebrows and the perfect nose.
Perfect
just
nose.
got out the fucking doctor's office.
Right.
Cast off.
Right.
It's healed now. Not puffy. Not bruised. Like that shit was carved, and he paid good money for that nose.
Yes.
because that's what it looks like.
Yes. But that's how you say Bonnie should have looked the whole arc.
Yeah.
I mean, it's cute as fuck, man.
She's so cute.
And precious.
Precious
She's
precious moments.
Yeah.
Those little fucking dolls.
Bless her heart. Yeah.
That's what she is.
Yeah.
Precious moments doll.
And I want to know, I want to get some closure, whether it's like on the journey to Elbaf or once we get to Elbaf. I think there will be maybe a couple I mean, Elbaf isn't that far, but yes, Megan, what?
Demi said Usopp does not give a fuck that Vegapunk died.
Bro, I know, for real. He's like, I don't give a fuck. We're going to Elbaf. Yeah.
Try to do your dub like.
Oh, my
Well, I
dub,
don't-
Usopp?
Okay.
Yeah.
You could do it kind of good.
Yeah, he's like this. He's like, I don't give a fuck. Vegapunk's dead. We're going to Elbath. That's fucking Usopp, fucking crying and shit. Ow! Ow! That's my dub, Usopp. Ow! Chill, bro. He's like,
oh, it's so
tears
funny.
of joy. Everybody else is crying, tears of sadness.
You think I give a fuck?
He's like,
Put me on your giant arms.
yeah.
Take me away from this place.
Yeah. Everybody's like, Bonnie's like, oh my God, my fucking dad. I finally reunited with my father. Zoro's like, I fought fucking hard, dude. And Usopp's like, I don't give a fuck about any of this shit. I'm ready to go. Psycho.
He's like, no one's gonna stand in my fucking way.
For real.
Oh my God, that's so funny. That's just so funny. That was really good.
Yeah. I need some more Bonnie Kuma. Moving on, that's when we get into the flashback stuff.
Flashback. I'm the flashback that's loaded up with things.
Okay, keep going. Go
It's
off.
the Dora song.
Go
I
off.
couldn't think of anything. Oda did too. You want some Lauren stuff? I got it just for you.
Okay.
Flashback.
That's good. That's actually really good. It's like
I'll
the Dora
work on it. No, I'll
backpack
work
song.
on it, and we can make a sound for the flashbacks.
I like that a lot, though.
But it has to do like Oda singing it to you.
It works. That's when we're getting into, the loose ends, the bows being tied, them all talking about there being a traitor. So
I fucking knew this shit, bro.
Yeah,
I was like,
yeah.
there's no way that man did not know the entire time. I mean, he didn't technically because he got his memories wiped. But they found out pretty early on. But obviously, there was already damage that had been done. But they knew pretty early on, like, oh yeah, this is what's going on.
Yeah.
And they caught her red-handed, like, oh no, these are false memories that she's been putting in shit. Like, no.
Yeah, I mean, they explain everything, which is essentially that, like, they saw readings very early on that weren't matching up in terms of, like, what signals they were getting from the Mother Flame. So they knew something was wrong. They knew it had to be a Vegapunk. They knew it couldn't be them because they were the only ones with alibis that were actually there. That's where the funny Lilith joke happens.
Yeah.
But they even very quickly find out that it's York.
Bitch ass York. Sleeping like nothing's fucking wrong. Sleeping like she doesn't fucking care in the world.
I mean, that's a great,
Disrespectful.
that's a great way to hide it. Act like you really don't give a fuck. Act like Usopp, and it's a great way to hide it. But I mean, they literally figured out everything. The Lucia, they're connecting dots. What was interesting, and I'm kind of just going through all of this like pretty fast because I think that we all kind of like, I think, assumed a lot of these things. It is cool to get a lot of it like actually like explicitly stated, but it is again a wrapping up of things. Where is it? What was, I guess, shocking to me was the like how fast they recorded the message, like when they recorded it. They recorded it like 2 days before everybody got there, and we're still putting the finishing touches on their plan. I think their memories got wiped like as the Straw Hats were pulling up.
Yeah.
Which is kind of fucking crazy. Vegapunk knowing that he's going to have to die. And then this is, I do want to show this panel again.
I fucking hate seeing that.
You hate seeing his head like that?
It's really just gives me the heebie-jeebies.
Because this shit was fucking awesome, bro. But he said, just one issue, Stella. What exactly constitutes death for someone like us? Again, and we're shown this brain. I don't know, man. I think it's very likely that they exist. They because like that brings us into like the Asimov, sort of consciousness, kind of question of like, what constitutes like life, right? Is it or consciousness, right? I think they could still be kicking in there. I think something could still like happen. They could still do something. Maybe they won't. It's just interesting. Here they also talk about their cloud loft technology being extremely important too, because of obviously the flooding and stuff, and they want to make sure that they preserve that technology. Hopefully they don't need it. That's kind of where I'm at. Like, this is maybe a contingency kind of plan. Like, just in case no one saves the goddamn world, then we're going to need this shit. That's the only way humanity can survive. York we even see York see Vegapunk by Emmett. And Vegapunk is probably a bad liar. So he's trying to be like, oh, hey, yeah, I'm just, checking to see if we can get this thing working,
Same old, same old.
But he is, of course, hiding the transponder snail in it. And that's where York is able to, like, recall, like, oh, fuck, I know where it is. So, again, this is just really explaining everything. They're all wiping their memory. This was really funny. This got me, too. Them wiping their memory, but also, like, Vegapunk reading his own letter. To himself.
He's like, wait, they found out?
This is me explaining like the arc to someone who doesn't read One Piece, or like when they ask like,
right,
yeah, what's been going on in One Piece lately? And they're like, what? But yeah, this was funny as fuck. Let's see. And this flashback is kind of kicked off because Sanji is thinking about everything. Again, thinking of bits and pieces of the message that he heard, thinking about certain things Vegapunk said. He's sort of starting to piece things together and realizing that this was like all part of a bigger plan, that this was like a gotcha moment that he had set up since the very beginning. And he's sort of piecing that together in the background while everybody else is just like celebrating.
Fucking partying.
Yeah. Celebrating
like,
his fucking death.
Yeah, for real.
His corpse is literally like 5 feet away from all of them. It's literally on the ship. Like, do you want me to show you how close it is? Like,
no, it is.
It's like right there.
It is.
Like, Sanji's walking up to it. I just have to see for myself, dude. His like half of his face is covered in shadow. Bro, come on. Anyway. A very sweet thing at the end. A lot of people had said that Vegapunk's message to the world was very matter of fact, I guess. Like, he was only sharing what he knew to be true. He had no bias in the way he was delivering this information. But we do see that he is biased at the end, and this was a really cool moment. He told Sanji one more thing. It's about the One Piece. I want you guys to be the ones who find it. So he was rooting for them, which is, again, no surprise to anybody. But I don't know. This was, I think, a really good chapter. And then, of course, we get the very end. Usopp being held up by Dory and Brogy with Luffy. And, yeah.
Damn. He looks like they're holding him like a little Barbie doll.
He is a little Barbie doll.
Luffy, like grabbing what.
Overall, it was a super solid chapter. I hope. I mean, you felt pretty okay about like the whole plan and how it was revealed.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Me, you, and Par. I remember the three of us talking about it, and we said like the Stella has to know, and we almost. And I wish I could remember if it was when he came on our channel or we went on his channel, but we had even said that Vegapunk, there was a very high likelihood that Vegapunk was doing whatever he was doing so that York would kind of like show her hand, or things needed to unravel a certain way so that Vegapunk could like get his message out there.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Like, he was sort of like, he could, because that's the thing about Vegapunk too. He could have stopped all of this, but he needed, I think, the government to show up, the Gorosei to show up, like all these things to happen, for everyone to really like hear his message, and of course his death being the major thing that he felt had to happen. But I mean, honestly, this arc, and again, there are going to be chapters in between, is top. I mean, I got to think more about it, but like top 5 easy for me.
Oh yeah,
I feel
for
like
sure.
easy, and it could even be higher than that. I just don't recency bias. I don't want to like commit to anything too crazy right now, but like I've even seen people say that the pacing overall of this arc was that it started off strong, the middle went crazy, and then the end kind of tapered. And why I think that the end kind of like tapered is because while this message was being delivered to the world, and that is fucking crazy, a lot of what was in that message are things that we as the audience like already knew.
Right.
So I think that being the like final moment, or one of the final moments in the arc, like it kind of took the steam out of it, the momentum out of it a bit. But I think, we make up for that by just the fact that like the world knowing is huge. Joy Boy and Emeth and the release of Hockey was like a really cool thing. Bonnie going Gear 5. Like there were a lot of cool things at the end that did continue to like make Egghead a crazy fucking arc in the best way. But I absolutely loved it, and can't wait to go back and reread it once it's like officially completed, or just like whenever we get to it.
Yeah.
Let me pull up the super chats again while we were going through beat by beat. I know we missed a couple. Quattro, first of all. Oh, where is it?
What can I say? He's an awesome guy.
Gifted 1 Volume 1 podcast membership. Let's fucking go. Choco Taco, my eyebrow dog.
What can I say? He's an awesome guy.
We got to give him something. Let's see.
Good smell. Flavor.
Volume 1 fam, what up? Megan, new haircut? ? Looks good.
Thank
Josh
you.
with the drip. As always, we're on our way to Elbaf. Can't wait. I have a Viking helmet I almost fucking wore.
Oh, you should have.
It's the one that's on that BB-8 over there.
You should have.
Yeah, it's the one that's on that BBL over there. But what?
BB-8 with a BBL.
BB-8 with a BBL. I wanted to. I wanted to be, as hype as I possibly could be. But shout out Choco Taco. It's always a pleasure seeing that icon, seeing that face. Brandon King. Shout out Brandon King. Remember, for 12 months, that's a year. And he says it, year oneer. Let's fucking go. Now Egghead is almost over. Vegapunk ranking including Stella. Okay, I like that. For me, it's Shaka, Stella, Lilith, Atlas, Edison, York, Pythagoras. So Pythagoras is at the very bottom of that list. You know what? I would kind of say that too. I would kind of maybe put Pythagoras
At the end.
Pythagoras at the bottom. I would think it's maybe for me it's Shaka, Lilith, Shaka, Lilith, Stella, Atlas, Edison, York, Pythagoras. I would switch it around just a little bit. What about you? I know Atlas is probably higher up.
I would probably put Stella number 1.
Whoa.
Atlas.
Okay.
Lilith, Shaka, Edison, and then York, Pythagoras.
Man, we all got Pythagoras at the bottom of that list. He just didn't have as much personality, I feel like. He just was kind of there.
Yeah.
I feel like everybody else had so much more character. Like, Edison was cute. And Pythagoras was like Grimace. You know what I mean? Like he kind of
Grimace is cooler.
Fuck.
Don't talk about Grimace like that.
My bad. We got Recordy. Usopp piece incoming. I've been saying it for so long. People doubted it, but that last page, they holding him up like he's him. I mean, look, we were saying this. We were just talking about this. I was shocked. Not shocked.
I feel like they'll do this with anyone, though. I feel like he's like, lift me up. And they're like, okay.
I mean, literally, you can't not have this moment. Like, this moment needs to happen. Usopp needs to be front and center here. Anybody else being front and center would feel so wrong. But I don't know how much Usopp piece really is incoming, because like we just mentioned, Robin's got a lot of shit to do there. I mean, obviously Luffy and just Joy Boy in general, finding out more about that. The red hair pirates, it being their territory and all, there might be something that happens, even though they're not there right now.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of plates spinning, So I just, read Cordy. I don't know how much we're going to get, but after I saw this panel, my first thought was we might be getting more than I thought. And that's the perfect way to say it.
Oda had to do it to him.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's been all been leading up to Usopp and his giant folk.
Zigzag said Lilith is better than all 5 combined.
Damn.
So, bro, someone said that Lilith, because Lilith is on the ship, right? She's the only surviving Vegapunk outside of York.
Yeah.
Right? That she meets all the criteria for a Straw Hat. She has
she's not going to become a Straw Hat.
She has the will of someone to carry.
She's not going to be a Straw Hat.
Tragic backstory. She had to see not only herself technically die, but multiple times.
No.
There's
no way.
She's got a dream. She's got a will, an inherited will. She's got a tragic backstory. Those are the big 3 things. She's got all of them.
It's just like Carrot, just like Yamato, no.
Yamato is not. Yamato, I don't know. Yamato's fucking...
It's just like every arc, there's a person that kind of helps the Straw Hats or is involved. And just because they do that doesn't mean they're a part of the crew.
You're right.
They're they can be a part of the fleet.
Mm-hmm. You're right.
But they don't got to be no Straw Hat.
Yeah, were people talking about when Dressrosa was week to week? Were people talking about Rebecca becoming a Straw Hat?
Yeah. And Luffy has got to say, I want you on my crew. Right. I want you on my ship.
Mm-hmm. But I do think, whether it's, the Revs or not, we've talked a lot about it over the course of the arc, but, there is some, there are some things that I think still need to be done. And I don't even think it really would make sense for Bonnie and Kuma to join the Revs. I think it would make more sense for them to just chill the fuck out somewhere, to have their sort of happy ending somewhere. And maybe Lilith joined the Revs because of Shaka's call to Dragon. They're connected in that way. I don't know. Yeah, even Reed Cordy saying, after what happened to Yamato and Carrot, I'm not believing anyone else will be a Straw Hat.
No. I'll believe it when it's literally solidified.
Yeah. All right. We got to get into our next segment, Heavy as the Head, that wears the L, where we make some predictions about what is to come. I want to talk a lot about some questions. This will be a brainstorming kind of thing, because I have one for sure that I want to write down, but then I have a lot of other questions that maybe once we find some answers to, they will become theories or predictions to write in the Book of Elves. But let's just jump in to our famous segment. Heavy is the head that wears the L.
Whoa, that was scary.
It was good, huh?
You scared me, though, for real.
All right, I'm going to put the camera on you while I get everything, okay?
Okay. Hey. Josh never has the Book of Elves ready at will. Okay. It's a heavy book. And it bears a lot of responsibility. You might not know this.
I got everything.
But
just kidding. Go ahead. Go ahead.
No, I'm just kidding.
You might not know this, but what?
We're going to be going through the Book of Elves in our Done Piece episode when we reread the whole arc and talk about our predictions and what came true and what did not come true. Tallying the wins and losses. and we're gonna see who has more wins, who has more L's, and then
Mosh for real.
yeah, it's gonna be great.
I'm exploding. Oh.
All right, let's get into it. Okay, so some questions, Megan, I have for you, and I have for everybody watching. Okay, number one, are we getting bounties? Are we getting updated bounties?
Did we get we got an update at the end of Mondo? Yes.
Yeah, I think we need updated bounties because of how involved the government was in all of this, and the Gorosei specifically.
And they were
in all of
and they were working with Vegapunk, who was like actively going against the government.
Yeah.
So they're like, I mean, I don't know a number, but yeah, we're definitely getting new bounties for sure. There has to be new bounties because I mean, now that they're involved with the Void Century research now, which is like a big no. And also putting hands on the Gorosei. Luffy specifically.
I think it's a pretty high likelihood. What do we think is going to happen? Are we going to see between arcs? Are we going to get? Is this really it? And will it be a while before we cut back to characters like York and Saturn and Cypher Pole, Kaku, Stussy, Lucci, Lilith, Bonnie, Kuma? They're on the ship, so we know we're going to get more of that, whether it's on the way or once we get there. But I feel like, and I can't remember specifically when it's happened before, but I feel like we've cut away from characters like Kaku, Stussy, Lucci. We've cut away from characters like this in similar like moments, and it wasn't really like shown what happened until like much later. Maybe I'm wrong, and I can't think of a specific example, but I feel like this has happened before. So do you think we're going to be getting any of that? Because that was a lot of that, like that was a big like moment. Like amidst all the chaos of Egghead, Stussy going through her own shit, like being revealed as who she was, and even Kaku's like betrayal.
Yeah.
Like that was like a soap opera. So are we gonna get a bow on that? Do you think?
I'm not sure. Sure. Maybe not till way later.
And Emeth, York, Saturn. What are we gonna? Because everybody else got teleported back except for Saturn, because he was the only one, like we said last time, who was physically there. Everybody else was sort of like teleported there. So what is Saturn's? I've written down Saturn's fate, which is I think he'll die. Maybe by the hands of Emeth. But what do you think we'll get? Do you think we'll get much more? And I'm asking everybody watching too, by the way.
Oh no.
I know it's hard.
I don't, theorizing is really difficult for me. Yeah. I mean, anything's possible. That's why it's so hard. Like, are you asking me like, do I want it or is it going to happen?
Is it going to happen? But also, do you want it? Do you need it?
I don't need it.
Okay. I just wanted to shout out really quickly to Luna Boys.
What can I say?
Luna
He's an awesome guy.
Who says, yes, I finally caught a live from Kuwait. Shout out Luna Boys. Glad you can finally make a live. Brandon King saying, I think we got one more Saboti chapter after the Straw Hats left. I think a similar thing will happen here. We get one last half a chapter to tie up the final concluding thoughts of the arc. Konstantinos, shout out. I want to give Konstantinos, let's see, a strong right. Member for 7 months. No break next week was the best thing about this chapter. Absolutely. The breaks have been, it feels like there have been a lot more breaks. Obviously, Oda, take your time, do you. But yeah, of course, I'm always so happy when there's no break. But obviously when there is, it's needed. You know, I'm just itching. Let's see. I hope they get new bounties, but I'm not sure. Beans is also saying, I don't know if they'll get new bounties because it only make Joy Boy Luffy look even more infamous. It does feel a little soon. Ty saying, it'd be interesting to see what Eam will do. That's another player who I want to see something from before it's officially tied up. Because who knows when we'll see them again. It'd be interesting to see what Eam will do. Would the Gorosei failure lead them to be punished? I've been saying this, bro. I really do think this. I took it to an extreme, and that extreme was that like Eam was gonna fucking just kill them. That's a little crazy, but I would like to see some sort of punishment. We were talking to Nolan, who, by the way, have spoken to him, and there is a possibility. Don't want to like overcommit to anything, but there's a possibility that he will be joining us on future chapter reviews. And he's been on the channel before. We were talking to him about One Piece recently, and we're talking about like what's coming, what's going to happen, like where we're at with everything, and it's the reason I say like we might not see Eam for a while, bro. We haven't even seen the moment that the God Knights and Figarland Garling was introduced. I sort of felt like that was going to be the beginning of us learning all these things about the God Knights and maybe even possibly Shanks.
Yeah.
But it was like they got introduced and that was kind of it. So we haven't even touched that yet. So there are still so many things that we haven't even fucking touched. Oh, I have another cool thing I want to show. Hold on. Megan, keep the people company.
Hi. Once again.
I'm gonna show
Oh, right. Okay. Yeah. How is everybody on this lovely today's Friday? I when I'm left alone to my own devices, I'm not really sure what to say.
Set up what I'm about to show.
Oh, okay. My cousin and her boyfriend went to Japan recently, a couple weeks ago, like 2 weeks ago, or even sooner than that. And they brought back something very special for us, and it's very exciting. Straight from Japan. They brought some other stuff for us too, One Piece stuff. But this goes crazy. Great
Bro.
to have in the collection. And yeah.
Bro, I lost my mind. This is such a cool gift. So thoughtful. They got us a Shonen Jump magazine straight from Japan. I mean, it's even got like a One Piece Robin, like Lacoste ad on the back. So cool. I want to see if this works. It might not.
I don't think that's Robin. I think that's just a...
No,
that's
in the
Robin.
picture,
I was
yeah.
like, I don't think the woman...
Not the person. I want to see if this works. I can't remember which screen I had it set up in. It has to be in this one. I want to see if I can get this app to work. Maybe I can't.
So sick.
But bro, I lost my mind. And I'll tell you why I lost my mind. And it's because of the chapter that it's...
We got Undead Unluck in here. We got...
All right, put it back down.
Oh.
Boom. Because of the chapter that it features. Bro, come on, dude. Look at that.
Wow.
So we have the actual Shonen Jump magazine with the chapter that shows this mysterious figure for the very first time. I mean, come on,
And
dude.
I don't remember if they said like, I think they just grabbed a random one. Like the one that was there, and then like they had no idea that this is like one of the craziest panels of all time in One Piece. Like, this is insane. Like, hilarious. They're like, oh yeah, we just grabbed it. I'm like, you don't understand.
It also has, which is another reason it's fucking awesome. It also has this color spread in it.
Yeah,
Bro, I couldn't. I literally.
We literally sing it in person. Like,
Yeah.
that's insane.
I literally couldn't be happier. So yeah, shout out, man.
Oh yeah, and we get these little stickers.
Oh yeah, there's like these Gear 5 stickers.
The
in
Robin
there.
cover spread.
So sick.
Wow.
I miss because I remember when they used to publish these in America.
Do a Tony Cam.
Oh, Tony Cam? Here, I'll turn it back on. Tony Cam.
Tony. Yeah, he hangs out here now because he's better than he was when he was a puppy, so he could be here in the studio with us and the other producers over there. There he is. Laying by the tower.
Just a little behind the scenes.
Just a little behind the scenes showing what the producers really do for the show.
Anyway, I just really wanted to show this off. So fucking cool. Oh, I mean, I was over the moon. All right. I'm going to grab everything again.
JJK chapters in there, though? Yeah, there is.
There sure is. Now you're jealous, huh? Now. Who said that? Tiberius? Okay. Bruh. It's hot as fuck.
Balls is hot.
Hot as fuck.
Yeah.
All right, so I'm just going to go ahead and write down my theory, which is pretty simple.
Pretty simple and clean.
Pretty simple and clean. So simple,
Shout
so
out
clean
to
and clean.
I was thinking Kingdom Hearts.
Oh. I was never much of a Kingdom Hearts player.
Shows. It really shows.
I'm glad
Makes a lot
that
of
shows.
sense.
I'm glad that shows.
Not in a great
I'm
way.
glad it shows that I'm glad I look like I've never played Kingdom Hearts.
Yeah, I've...
Because you look like you have played Kingdom Hearts. Like you look like you fucking love Kingdom Hearts. Like you have a big ass keyblade and shit hanging above your bed with a fucking...
I was going to make a joke.
Go ahead.
No, that's fine.
Go ahead.
No, it's just like people that play Kingdom Hearts have big ass keyblades. And people that don't
have small keyblades.
have small keyblades.
Micro keyblades.
You want to fucking get crazy with me? I'm gonna bring it right back.
That's fine. I'm not even hurt. I'm writing my prediction.
Yeah, in silence.
Down, by the way. No, while you're just insulting me, I figured I'd do something.
You're insulting me
instead of just sit here and I'm
You
insulting
insulted
you. Okay, this is wild. No one's gonna believe this. It's called the Book of L's for a reason I just want to remind everybody. But my prediction.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, I'm writing down the date. 8/16/24 is Vegapunk, aka the Stella, will destroy Punk Records / take control of Punk Records. I believe because obviously the Gorosei Eam are keeping York around because they are the only one that, outside of Lilith, I guess, that will be able to access Punk Records. They need that information to further their research on the Mother Flame. However, based on that little that line from Shaka, I do believe that somehow, some way, the Stella will not let that stand. Will not let all of his information, all of his research be used for evil. So from within his own mind, he will destroy Punk Records or take control of it.
Bro, lost for real.
Book of Elves for a reason.
I liked also in the chapter 2 when he talked about the cloud islands
Okay.
because the ocean's going to overflow and everyone's going to need to go higher up.
Well, yeah, but that's why I said it's a contingency. I hope we don't need that. I hope we don't need that. Because I hope saving the world means like restoring the sea levels. You know?
Well, it's just like us, like on Earth. Like we're eventually going to need to go to space.
Oh, well, we'll start in the clouds. You know? Maybe we'll build like a sky society.
Building.
Yeah, just like things that float in the sky first. And then when we fuck the sky up, then we can go to space. Like we inevitably will.
Okay. I don't really have one. I know I'm lame.
It's okay. Don't feel pressured.
I just don't. I would say we will get more chapters before we actually arrive
This is
at Elbath.
this is to me
Very safe.
a given. I think what would make it more interesting is if you were willing to put a number on it. 2 chapters, 1 chapter, 3 chapters. Okay, I like that. And I'll tell you why I like it after you write it down.
I like it because it's fucking ass, and mine's gonna.
I like it because it's stupid. I like it because I couldn't back this up, but I did see someone online say that Oda said somewhere that they plan for Elbath to officially begin in October, but I couldn't
that source.
Yeah, I couldn't back that up.
Couldn't back it up. Back it up.
So that could kind of be on track with maybe a break week thrown in there too. That's all I got in terms of theories this week. Yeah. The only other thing that I would even be close to wanting to write down is I do again think that obviously this chapter was calling back to and potentially even giving us more insight into the events of the actual Void Century. I do think there could have been a memory wipe that happened on a global scale. I do think that obviously I don't know. But I just don't feel confident enough in anything to write it down. But Vegapunk's message to himself, obviously the poneglyphs. There's just a lot there. But again, I'm not confident in anything to write it down. So where our theories stand and what they are this week are Vegapunk, the Stella will destroy Punk Records / take control. And Megan says we will get 3 more chapters before we actually arrive on Elbath. She put a hard number on it. 3.
Hard number.
We still got a couple segments to go, but that's going to do it. For our heavy is the head that wears the L.
We did it!
We fucking... Oh, my
Wow,
headphones.
Egghead! Whoa. Apparently, Josh,
Yes, Megan.
Netflix's live action season 2 is teasing to reveal Chopper-like silhouette in the next week of Weekly Shonen Jump.
Is that real? Can you bookmark that for me?
I mean, that's all the information that it says. Literally what I just read.
Next-
That's not what it's that picture that they have next to it is not what we're going to be seeing.
Okay.
Because that looks really scary. I really don't like that image.
Can you bookmark it just so I can so everybody can see what we're looking at?
Yeah.
Also, some things I wanted to wrap up are potentially finding out who gave Luffy the damn food. Who did it?
Oh yeah, we didn't get that.
And this person, Panini, at
Panini.
Writing Panini on Twitter, says that it very well could be who I thought it was all along. That's right, Admiral Kizaru. How did we meet this man? How did we not meet him, but see him as
How did we meet this man?
As he was on his way to Egghead, eating a bowl of ramen with an interesting pattern on it. A pattern that we can see poking out of the corner of this panel here, where Luffy is regaining his strength. Coincidence? I think not. I think we also got a couple super chats I need to catch up on as well. One in particular that I saw come in from Luna Boys themselves. Oh my God. Strong. Right. Shout out to the best manga/anime podcast in the game. So excited to see you guys get to 30K soon. Well deserved. Okay. Thank you. Thank you, Luna Boys. Thank you.
We're so
That was very
close.
nice. That was very nice. Thank you for that. We are. What are we at exactly?
We're like what?
400 away? 300
Yeah. Closer to maybe 5.
Let me see. I mean,
Insane.
it's been a long road to get here.
Long road, long
lot of speed bumps.
road.
But okay, we're about, I would say about 500.
500
away, from 30. But we're almost there. Shout out Luna Boys for real. Thank you so much for the kind words, and just for just being you, for being dope. Thank you.
The 10th super on live stream.
God damn. You know what that is, Megan?
Amazing.
That's more?
I don't know why. I thought it was going to lead into Badussi.
You know what that is, Megan?
I just like that, man.
You like Badussi?
I just like that, man.
I just love that
I just
shit,
love
man.
that shit, man.
It is real. I shared it in Community Live being said, okay, let me go to that bookmark.
That's all that's it.
I know, but I just want everybody to see what we're seeing. You know what I'm saying?
The visual of just...
Because you said you don't like it. It's ugly.
Oh, right. Okay.
And it's this. Yeah.
Oh, my
Sorry.
God.
Oh, sorry. Sorry. It scared me. That shit scared me right now, bro. Okay. Sorry about that. That was my bad. Let me make sure that does not happen again. I don't like this either. I'll just say that. I'm sorry. I apologize to whoever made this, but I don't like it either, bro. Looks like a fucking rat. Looks like Stuart Little.
Yeah, it's very rat-like.
Very rat-like. Very small.
Very small. Like a fairy small.
Yeah. Netflix One Piece live action season 2 is teasing to reveal chopper-like silhouette. What does that even fucking mean? People are saying, why did you use that image? That's so funny. Chopper-like silhouette.
Chopper-like silhouette.
Okay. I mean, they have to, have it already pretty locked in if they're filming already. All right. What a disaster. Me prematurely or accidentally switching screens the way I did. God, that is disgusting. Chopper looking malnourished. Yeah, he looks nasty, bro. I do not like it. All right. Let's talk a little bit about the One Piece anime. We're a little late to the game. I know everybody and their mothers have already talked about this, but we're really excited and we want to share our thoughts on what was revealed and how we're feeling about things overall. So I have some images pulled up, ready to kind of show so that we can look at things and talk about them. First of all, Netflix Let me make sure I have all my ducks in a row. Netflix released a video, a 20-minute video. Bless you.
Excuse me.
Bless you again. Giving us a behind-the-scenes look at the production. Now, this is obviously super, super early production.
Mm-hmm.
A sneak peek, if you will. But we did get to meet a lot of the team. And we have 1, 2, 3, 4. All 4 of them are people who have previously worked on Attack on Titan. That is something that they all share. But we also have character designer and chief animation director who has worked on Spy Family. They've all worked on various other projects. 2, I think, worked on Moonrise, and the other one is I can't read Cabaneri of the
Iron Fortress.
Iron Fortress. What I'm obviously most excited about is the Attack on Titan. I'm excited that they've all worked on Attack on Titan and that they have that repertoire with each other. I think that the first 3 seasons of Attack on Titan are fucking amazing, obviously. How did you feel when Attack on Titan went from Wit to Mappa? Did you...
I didn't really mind. I think it was just something that people, obviously, like the Titans not being 3D was something that people had to get used to. I didn't necessarily mind all that much. I think maybe a lot of time had passed between seasons where I didn't even really not care, but it just wasn't as crazy of a jump. I could see if it was like small amount of time, they're like, oh, we're changing studios, here's the new season, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, we were getting more Attack on Titan, so I mean, I'm not going to complain about that. But
yeah, I it was a little jarring to me. I liked what Wit was doing a lot, and I think Mappa, there was a lot of 3D animation that I don't think was very seamlessly sort of like worked into the show. I think that they really dialed in on that, like by the very, 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 very end. But that initial transition, I preferred Wit is all I'll say.
Right. I mean, it's just a situation where it's like, well, it's not that anymore. So let's just support the people that are doing it now.
Sure, for sure. Absolutely. My point is, Wit is obviously a GOAT within the animation industry. People know Wit. People respect Wit. They have a reputation for being really good at what they do. And they're fucking flexing again here and now with the new One Piece adaptation. These are some concept images. Of course, these are conceptual. This is a message that I think a lot of people are reiterating that I think is important to reiterate. These are concept images, concept art. This is not necessarily how the final product will look, but I immediately, looking at this, love the direction that they are going. Why are you laughing?
It's just crazy because, of course, because it looks like someone just sketched over the manga art. Like, of course, it's going to be like, wow, this looks amazing, because it looks exactly like the source material. There's really not a lot of variation between. I mean, if you showed someone this and said, like, look, it's Luffy, they'd be like, oh, wow, like, this is awesome. Like, Oda really is in his bag. It's like, oh, no, but this is, like, not Oda, though. You're like, wait.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, wait, what do you mean it's not Oda? It's like, oh, no, these are, like, for the anime that's going to come out. Like, it looks identical. We had talked about it previously with the new movie that's coming out, Look Back.
Yes.
Fujimoto, Tatsuki Fujimoto, and that studio doing that anime. It looks almost identical to his actual art style.
More
versus...
so than the Mappa adaptation of Chainsaw Man.
Exactly.
100%. And I think they really dialed it in here. If you watch the 20-minute behind-the-scenes video, one of the people working on this, one of the main people working on this, said that they locked themselves in a room and just tried to emulate Oda's style as much as possible so that they could build on top of that. So they could add their own spin, their own twist to it, even if it is subtle. And I do think it is. I notice it personally the most when we look at Zoro and Sanji. To me, this is also the sketches in the background are still extremely true to Oda's art style, but the color, the full color character designs at the center do have a bit of its own style, a bit of their own style to them that I really, really like.
I would say it's more like muted pastel colors than
Absolutely.
like full force 90s bright color scheme that we're getting. It's a little bit more muted,
Which personally I'm a
like,
fan of.
which adds a little bit more of like a reality to it, which is like hard to do in One Piece, but you know what I mean. It's a little bit different. And it if they do that with the colors, it will feel a lot different.
Yeah.
A lot different. And even with Luffy too.
They might not stick to this, but if they did, like this color palette, but if they did, I would not mind.
No.
I like the muted colors. Like you said, I think it works and it adds a little bit of realism to it. Not that it needs that, but I just enjoy it because it is a slightly different take than we've seen before.
And we see, Zoro and Sanji, like they do have different proportions in general, like in the manga and the anime, but here, like we're really seeing the difference between the two of them. Sanji looks way more lean and less like bulky than Zoro. Like if look at the two of them together, like that full works out. And sometimes in the anime, depending if they have no shirt on, then you can really tell. But I think it's really like just like very distinctive between the two of their body types right here.
Right. And we're going to look at some more character designs in a second, but I think that's one of the cool things that this adaptation is going to get to do, because number one, mangaka's art styles change over time. I think a more extreme version of that is Kubo. I always go back to Kubo because his art style changed very drastically. Otis has also changed because he's been doing it for so long. He's been dialing in his art style.
And also like times change as well. Like I think that we're gonna see a lot of people really happy with this adaptation because it's gonna play to both things. It's gonna be really high quality, updated animation, but with that nostalgic 90s feel that isn't exactly like the 90s version, because over time with animation especially, like you see drastic differences, 5-10 years difference at a time, and it's going to be really cool to feel that like nostalgic feel from the early episodes of One Piece, but getting them like updated and fresh and clean.
And what I like too is that there will hopefully, and I think based on some other images that we're going to look at, there will be a lot more consistency. The early episodes of One Piece obviously have more of the style, a style that is closer to like Oda's earlier art style.
Most definitely.
And from arc to arc, they kind of change, which I like. I like that the art style in Wano does kind of look completely different than the art style in Egghead. I think that's so cool, and I think that does a lot to really sell us on the vibes and the themes and just the energy of what we can expect to see in that arc, right? But I think there's going to be a more consistent sort of style, visual style throughout. And it's even said in that 20-minute video that they're trying to emulate Oda's art, but they're trying to create and land on this like amalgamation of all like different art styles he has had over the years and create this like their own consistent version of that, right? And I think they've succeeded from just the concept art that we've seen. I think that they're nailing that. But there's a lot more to look at. We were just looking at Zoro and Sanji, but we would be remiss if we did not look at and shout out Artur, by the way. This is all on Artur's Twitter. He's got it. He's got everything. He's got everything there. We would be remiss if we didn't talk about Usopp and Nami. Obviously, people are talking about light skin Usopp. They massacred my boy. What are your thoughts, Megan?
Yeah.
Is it Toei all over again?
It's just like, why? Like, what's the reason? Like, why? Like, I know it's changed even with Oda.
Yes, that's what that's the defense that I've been hearing a lot. That if you look at the early color spreads, Usopp's skin tone is closer to that. But like, where was that energy when people talk about Toei, though? You know.
Wait, what do you mean? I'm confused.
So apparently, if you look at earlier color spreads, right, and I wish I had some examples to show.
That Usopp is white like that?
I wouldn't say this white, but not as dark as he used to be in the anime.
And Robin.
He's not maybe this, but a lot of even those colors are very muted and do have more of a pastel, I guess, sort of like look to them.
Right.
So that's the defense I've heard for Usopp being fucking like the moon.
But it was like I mean, him and Zoro.
Yeah.
Like had a little bit of color to him.
Now,
had a little bit of color to him.
Correct me if I'm wrong, and we've had this conversation on the channel before. Correct me if I'm wrong, people watching live in the chat, but I heard, and I got to do my own research, okay? I got to be fucking educated before I really have a hard stance one way or the other. But I've heard that was a liberty that Toei took early on. I don't know. I don't know if that's a fact, but that's something I heard.
I don't know. I mean, it's still going to be Usopp, but it is what it is, I guess.
And this is concept art.
Right.
We don't know. We don't know what the final product is going to look like.
Right.
Maybe it'll read a little differently when it's animated.
Yeah. And I saw someone else comment saying that Nami has like post time skip proportions. Like they're just not gonna like have any in between. They're like, that's just too much. Like she's already grown into her body at this point.
Well, that's that amalgamation, right? That's that blending of like every stage of Oda's art style into one.
Right. I just hope it's not for
other reasons.
Things that Toei has been guilty of over the years.
Well, I don't think Wit would do. I really don't think Wit would do that.
I don't know. I mean, I'm excited to see. Obviously, like the character design, it's. I don't think it's gonna differ too much from the actual manga anime. Like that's not really what I'm worried about. What I am curious to see about is how they're going to deal with like pacing and other things like that. I think that we're going to see, I think, a huge amount of people, and there's always going to be purists, right? There's always going to be people that are saying, no, the original's better than this remake. Watch the original. It doesn't have this, doesn't have that. They cut out that, they cut out that. But like, if they do this right, if it is as detailed as some of these shots are showing, if we get more in-depth looks in like details of the world, because One Piece is so vast, so big, crazy details, crazy world building. If they spend more time just showcasing those little moments and also being consistent with the pacing, I mean, we're probably going to see people recommending this and not recommending the original series. At least for, I guess, the introduction to the Straw Hats, I would imagine. Like, I feel like we're going to get that within this first season, all of them introduced, and then maybe going from there, just kind of like the One Piece live action. I
think it's going to go a little farther based on some things that you can see them kind of working on in the background of this video.
Okay.
A little bit.
But you know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
I feel like, oh, I want to watch the first season of the One Piece anime. Of course, you're going to people watch the original. But damn, if this is as good as it looks and as good as it seems, and if they just like tweak even the direction of some episodes, shots, just various stylistic choices that they're going to make, this is going to be a way better updated version than telling someone to, okay, well, you need to watch like what?
Over 100.
Yeah, well, over 1,000 episodes.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't think they're going to do, I don't know how many seasons this is going to get. I don't know if they're going to go all the way. It might just be a love letter to like 25 years of One Piece. Let's introduce the Straw Hats. Let's get them in there.
I think they're going all the way.
I think
they're going all the way. And let me tell you why. I think this is going to be the definitive. Literally, it's in the title. And now I'm starting to understand why it's called The One Piece. I think this is going to be the definitive version of the story adapted. That is not to take away Toei and the work that they've done. I don't want to take away from the work that they've done.
I'm not. Yeah.
But here's why I say that, because again, they have the benefit of retroactively going back to the very beginning, knowing everything that Toei didn't know, that Oda, I'm sure, knew.
But that's crazy.
Maybe in what way or how much did he know, or how much did he discover along the way?
That's crazy. Toei's probably like...
They made a statement about how they want to... They kind of want to lift each other up, right? Support each other. I feel like you kind of have to say that. But why this will be the definitive version? Again, because they have the luxury of looking back retroactively. They're taking even things like Fuchsia Village, and they're starting to look at, okay, because Oda told them, there's a statement in the 20-minute video that Oda gave them, telling them to not just make it a shot-for-shot remake of the manga, to really make it, make it its own thing, which is why...
even in these shots that we're seeing here, like, these are just, like, I can imagine them just being in the village, like, showing just people being people.
Yeah, but how many people in the background? 30% of them need to be farmers, 20% of them need to be fishermen, 20% of them need to be dairy farmers, because of the infrastructure of, like, Fuchsia Village. Like, they're even creating 3D maps of the entire island so that they can position their camera wherever they want to make, like, really interesting shots. Like, this is absolutely crazy. Toei didn't have the benefit of
exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. They created this anime at a time when they were doing the best that they can.
Yes.
And the best that they could. Like, now that we have the technology that we do to do these crazy ass things within anime and just like television and, just like everything. Like, this is going to be next level because of that. And I think that's what even Oda wanted to do with the live action.
Yes.
He said, once the technology is good enough, then I want to go ahead and do it. Now's the time. And now's the time for this remake. I think it's coming at a perfect time. And if they do go all the way, I mean, it's crazy. I think even someone said before, like, there's not been a lot of productions that have reanimated a show while it's still airing.
Yeah, I don't know if that's ever happened.
I don't think that's ever happened. And that's just insane. That's just insane. I mean, looking at these images, like I said before, like, they're going to capture something that's really unique with talking or showing and having that feeling of, like, nostalgia, but having it updated to another echelon, to an upper echelon, I guess. And I'm excited to see what they do.
Yeah, I think they have the benefit of being able to flesh out this world in a more cohesive way that, like you said, not to take away from the hard work that has been done at Toei, but that Toei just did not have the opportunity to do. Again, we're seeing a lot more of the scope of the world of One Piece, and I think that, like you mentioned, Megan, the live action did the same, with tying a lot of themes in a lot sooner, starting a lot of arcs, character arcs, like, sooner. I think it's going to add to the story overall.
Mm-hmm.
Again, we're seeing some more shots, concept art. These are just vibes, right? Vibes where the show hopes to land, wants to go, an energy, maybe a color palette, just something that they're aiming for, I guess. But I wouldn't say that they're 100% like locked into anything right now. So again, a lot of people have been saying this, but I do think it is extremely important to reiterate the final product will look a lot different from this. A lot different.
Yeah, definitely.
But this is just the vibe, right? And there have been a lot of really, really cool images There's only a couple more things I wanted to touch on. One of them being when we get to see the first of all, there's a lot of Syrup Village stuff, and it just looks so cinematic. I love the lighting, the camera angles, beautiful. But there was a panel, and I hope I can find it. If I can't, I'll just put it up later or something. But there was a panel of Sanji in the Baratier, and it's bloody.
Oh, I think if you click that one down there, go down.
This one?
No, the Luffy one.
This one?
Yes. I think I saw it in the right-hand corner.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you, Megan.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't look like it's going to be censored at all. We might get a little bit more gore in this adaptation.
Yeah, I mean, One Piece, obviously being in Shonen Jump, was very much geared towards, like, children.
Yes.
So I'm hoping to get a little bit more of a mature feeling when I'm watching this new adaptation. That being with, like, like, cinematically, like, direction can go such a long way, and I'm hoping to see that.
Yeah.
I'm hoping to see some, like, really ambitious shots, really cinematic stuff, not just copy and paste from manga to anime, but taking liberties in camera angles and lighting and feeling and overall, like, vibe and music. Can't wait to hear the fucking music.
Yes.
It's just gonna all really tie in and just feel fresh. It's just gonna feel fresh. It's because, we have been reading and, watching episodes here and there, people in general for 25 years. This is going to feel like a breath of fresh air, I feel like. And
also,
it's going to be great.
Also because they're bringing on the majority of their staff are young people, extremely young people who grew up with One Piece. We get to see that in this 20-minute video. People who were kids when One Piece came out. It was geared towards them. Now they get to make it. It's full circle. Kind of on brand very much with the themes of One Piece itself, like beautiful. That's what I think is going to give it some energy and some passion that it needs, and it clearly has.
Yeah.
Extremely excited. The one last thing I wanted to say is if you are, I think a lot of people in our community do not think that the original voice actors are going to be a part of this, but if you hope that they are or think that they are, I hate to break it to you, but to me, there is absolutely no way that the original VAs are going to reprise their roles. This is going to be a completely new cast, and it has to be. Megumi Ishitani is almost 70 or is 7. I don't know. Around there. She needs a break.
But even doing the anime in general, like, they're still doing the Toei.
They're going to do 2 anime at once?
Yeah, I don't think so.
Not.
I think it's going to be a new cast, which will also, again, it's going to be different, and we're going to have to get used to it, but I'm excited to see who they cast and how they're going to change the character.
Yeah.
Like, voice and acting, it adds a lot, and it can change moments for characters.
Absolutely.
Just like we saw in the One Piece live action as well.
Yes. We're currently actually going through Cowboy Bebop on Volume 1 Plus, our other channel. And someone told us that if you listen to the sub and the dub, a lot of the characters are very similar. A lot of the performances are very similar. But Faye sounds like a completely different character, and she does. The voice is totally different between the sub and the dub, and that happens sometimes, but in a very extreme way. Here in Cowboy Bebop, it feels like 2 totally different characters. So you're absolutely right. It could change a lot of moments, change a lot of things. But I think, again, it's needed, it's necessary, it's for the best. And I'm extremely excited for this adaptation. Everything we've seen looks absolutely beautiful. I think it will be the definitive way to recommend One Piece, to watch One Piece. And again, that I don't want, when I say that, to take away from Toei, because they've given us some amazing, incredible episodes,
of late,
especially as of the
last
past couple years.
Yeah, like fucking 4 years?
Yeah.
maybe 3 years. Like they've just been like, okay, we're gonna get crazy now.
Yeah.
We're gonna get crazy now.
I don't think you need to shit on one thing to lift another thing up.
It's all the same story.
I think they both have their place. I think they both are going to be like very, very and extremely important to the overall like legacy of One Piece. And they're both going to have their strengths, and they're both going to have things that make them special and set them apart. But I am fucking crazy excited for the new Wit anime. And I'm sure everybody else is too. I'm sure. But what are you guys thinking? What are you guys feeling? I'm gonna pull up the chat. I want the OG voice actors to just be the actual live action actors, said Tiberius. They could use live action music. That's interesting. They could use some of the OG cast for other roles. I also heard that would be fun. I don't even know the likelihood of that happening, but I do think it would be fun. For example, if Nami, the VA for Nami in the One Piece voices Belmir. You know what I mean?
Oh.
Well, you know what I mean? Just like
sure.
these, but I mean, because like she's so much older, and to have her, be a part of the new show, but in a role that's not going to be a big role or a long role.
Yeah,
I think that'd be fun.
Like Megumi being Shanks.
Well, no, it's not going to work for every character. You can have, Megumi Ishitani be someone else. I don't know. But do a cameo for sure. And Megumi Ishitani, I promise, will probably do a cameo, if not all of them. And I see a lot of people saying that they need to fix the pacing. They absolutely 1000% will.
You keep saying Megumi Ishitani. It's not Megumi. That's the director.
I'm sorry. Well, Mayumi Tanaka.
Mayumi. I was
it's
like,
we were talking about the anime earlier, and I was like, Megumi Ishitani. Mayumi Tanaka. Sorry. My bad. Point is, the pacing will absolutely be changed. The pacing will absolutely.
Well, yeah, that would be insane.
Yeah,
like the one thing that everyone has a problem with. They're like, oh, we're doing that again.
Yeah,
for sure.
Thank you for correcting me.
I was like, wait.
I wish somebody would have corrected me sooner, because I feel like I said it 18 times, but I fucked up. It's okay.
It's okay.
You know what I'm saying? I think that it doesn't have to. Nami doesn't have to be Belmir. It could be. Oh, Booty Air said, I literally just said that. Don't take my idea. But you know what I'm saying? It could just be a little something, little cameo, little something.
Fucking give Ishitani a role.
Fucking give Ishitani a role too. Bro, Ishitani is also equally important to the legacy of One Piece. Like, Ishitani is fucking up there, bro. With the cast, with the VAs of the anime, because she's one of the best directors ever. East Blue is going to be 25 episodes. Probably. I mean, but you can see someone working on Laboon concept art and stuff like that too. So there are plans to go farther. I didn't know Megumi Ishitani was 70 years old. Fuck. In my mind, they sounded so similar. In my mind, they still sound similar. But Megumi, Mayumi. I'm never going to live it down. Booty Air said, you good, Megan? Because you're...
Oh, yeah. It's just really hot in here.
Bro, something...
Like, really hot in here.
Something changed. Because it got, like...
No, I know. Well, it's just getting later.
Right,
it's just getting later in the day. It's 91. It's, like, it's really hot. That's why yeah. It's gonna be like 92 today. The highest is at 3, but yeah, we're in like the beginnings of the hottest time of the day, so that's why it's really bad.
Yeah.
Hee.
Bean said Emily Nami. That would be fucking crazy. I mean, it's not entirely out of the realm of possibility because she's a VA. She's a VA. Winston is also saying, so animated, more cover stories if it continues past East Blue. This is global warming, isn't it? This is also something that I would love to see. And I think it's such, they have like the perfect opportunity to do this. It would be another thing that would set them apart. They could condense all of the cover stories into just like one episode per season or whatever. Yeah. You know, I think that they have to do that, but I would love to see that. I hope they do, but who knows? Cordy said, I feel you. It's 100 here and it sucks ass. Bro, I 106 here, said Quattro.
Oh my gosh. It's like literally like the lights too, and the screen that we use for the monitor is like also emitting heat. So it's really hot in here.
Yeah. And also there's a lot of reasons. Like we have a fan that's sitting on a counter
in the studio. Yeah.
Yeah. Like right off screen.
It's just blowing hot air.
Yeah. But we don't have that. We don't ever have the air on because it takes forever to read. It's only in the farthest room.
There's no air in the room that we record in.
There's zero air and zero like ceiling fans or anything. The AC unit is all the way on the other side. And so it takes forever to kind of like heat this way. And because there are stairs right there too, the air goes up instead of like out. And so it kind of never fully reaches over here. No matter how long you have it on. So.
I feel like Luffy feeling I'm like no.
Luffy in that panel with Nami. And Yaki is learning Japanese, and I think we know why. Yeah. Busted. We caught him. His Japanese is like really fucking good. Like really good. The fan got off screened. It's 80, 94. Damn, it's fucking everybody's fucking dying right now. It really is global warming. Well,
it is.
I think that's gonna do it today. A banger chapter. We have
chapter.
I hate to keep saying this, but we have some. I think some pretty exciting news. Some things that we are
potentially cooking. We'll definitely.
We can't say anything.
No, not right now. But we will announce said thing once it is confirmed and it is ready to go. And no hints, because you're terrible. I'm not gonna give any hints.
I've learned my lesson.
You're terrible.
I've learned my lesson. No hints, but it's really exciting stuff. Yeah. Make sure to check out our Bebop reactions, or just if you want to check out our other channel, Volume 1 Plus at all, there's always a link to that in the description below. The Theo Johnny episode, if you guys didn't get a chance to see the new one, it's out. Let me see if I can pull it up. I tried to run like a thumbnail test on it, and I don't know. It didn't seem to hit the algorithm the same way that the other one did. But I think it's so fucking funny, dude. This man is so fucking funny. So if you get a chance,
go support that video.
Yeah, if you haven't seen it yet, check it out.
Go support that video. Just play a little bit.
Which one should we play? Jewelry Bonnie. I have them all timestamped too.
Do the Bonnie one.
Bonnie?
What do you think?
The Capone one is pretty funny. Bon Clay, Croc.
Oh, Vegapunk.
But that one's long.
Oh, that one's like the longest one.
Long. Okay, I'll put the Bonnie one up.
Alrighty. Well, she likes pizza. She's double fisting pizza, so bam, bam. She's a happy party chick. Yeah, it's her she has her little Pope hat on. That's kind of weird and stuff. But the
what's
pink
that?
hair.
Pope hat.
Yeah, it's like the Pope and shit.
Oh, Pope hat. Oh,
yeah,
okay.
Yeah, except it's turquoise or whatever.
Right.
And don't have a crucifix. But yeah, I mean, she had little short shorts and she's got the look. Does she have a power?
She does.
Oh, good Lord. Good digestion. Give me a hint about her power.
All right, we'll end it there. Check it out. for yourself if you haven't already. We have one more that we're gonna release, and
Right.
and then who knows?
And then who knows?
Who knows?
Who knows?
Popat. Bro, yeah, there's 3 out now, and I think they're all equally funny. The only thing left to do now, Dwayne said, yo, her daddy is a pastor.
Literally.
Crazy, dude.
He
The
has
insight.
crazy foresight.
He really does. The observation hockey. And if you don't know, by the way, it's Megan's uncle. Megan's uncle.
Oh yeah, that's what Theo means.
Yeah.
For
Yeah,
people that don't know Spanish, people
Um,
are like, "Oh, we love Theo," like it's his name.
I think some people know, but I think some people don't.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
Theo, because Theo's like a name too.
Right.
Theo.
Like, right.
So it was funny, but
His reaction to Lola was hilarious. Yeah, that shit fucking took me out.
he's like,
bro.
"Whoa!"
Oh,
He's like,
so funny.
"Whoa!"
The only thing left to do now is to get out of here on our outro that's always the same and never changes. Which today
On to Elbaf.
we're going to Elbaf.
We're going to Elbaf. I don't care that Vegapunk's dead. How do you do it?
Oh yeah, Usopp. He's like, I don't give a fuck that Vegapunk's dead. We're going to Elbaf.
You do that too well. It's like a higher pitch Shaggy.
It is. That's all it is. That's all it is.
That's all Usopp really is.
That's all it is.
A higher pitch Shaggy.
Yeah. We're going to Elbaf has to be the outro.
Okay.
All right, guys. Thank you for real.
Love you guys.
You guys are
Love
the
you guys.
fucking best. Thank you for like hanging out with us, for talking about these chapters with us. I mean, again, I'm sure there'll be a couple more chapters of Egghead, but like most of the people here have been here throughout our like weekly journey, like week by week, journey through our first arc as weekly readers. It's just so fucking cool to get to share that with you guys every week, or every week there's a chapter.
And this is crazy for us. Completed arc.
Yeah, man.
Live reactions, live sitting here, doing them on Thursdays, Fridays.
We appreciate your
and we're
support,
here.
your
And
company.
you guys are always here.
Yeah, man. It's been really fun. And that is because of the people that we get to share it with. I just, I can't express my gratitude and just tell you how grateful
Who's
and how
been
thankful
here?
we are.
Who's been here since day one?
Well, we can see what the badge is.
No, I know exactly. No, like since we started, or who met us through our duns and then stuck with us on the chapter reviews.
Yeah,
like that's crazy.
It is. Even being saying this is my first complete arc with y'all. So sick, so sick. Man. All right. I'm no good at goodbyes. I'll drag them out forever. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. Thank you for all your support. And until next time, we're
going to Elbaf.
Eventually. In the next couple chapters, for sure. But it definitely feels like...
we're gonna
definitely feels like Egghead is over.
Eventually we'll get there. Go to Elbaf.
Okay.
Eventually gonna go to Elbaf when Oda wants to get there. We'll be... I want to hear that.